Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is Friday. I know we skipped the last couple of days streaming, sort of Thanksgiving holiday kind of snuck up on us. I forgot to mention it on Tuesday when we did the Taj Mahal, and then, you know, things happen. So anyways, this is our last stream of this week during the weekdays, and it's one of the cooler ones. This is one of the cooler creator ones that we didn't get sort of from like last wave, but is now currently on sale on Amazon. I actually was looking through, we have a bunch of older sets that we haven't built yet, and I was looking online. I was like, which one's cool and which one might actually have a sale for today? It's Black Friday, and this one is one of the cooler ones with one of the better sales. So there is an actual link in the description for this one. I know I don't like pushing that usually on the channel, but this is generally a better deal. I never actually have told you guys about Amazon links during the stream, but today is, I don't know, today is different just because this is a particularly cool set that we've wanted to build for a while, and it's on sale now. So anyways, it is Vacation Getaways set number 31052, has 792 pieces. Originally, let me scroll down. What was it originally priced at? Originally priced at £55, $70, or 60 euro. And I think now it's selling for somewhere in like $40 US, at least for Amazon. So anyways, yeah, this is the thing. It's a 3-in-1. I'm not going to be building the 3-in-1. I know if you've watched any creator 3-in-1 sets before on live stream, or even our regular edited review videos, it just takes too much time. We usually just do the featured build. And I'm not going to lie, like here are the other two. Honestly, I think the boat's pretty good, and the vacation house are both decent. This is actually, I think you could have some fun playing around with the 3-in-1. I like the build for the Jeep, too. That actually looks pretty good. But not as good as this. Not as good as the sort of camper van version. So, we're building this, and it's interesting because they've already released the pictures of the new sort of regular figures for bears. So I feel like this might be the last brick-built bear that came out in any set. I think there was one other set that either came out this same wave that had another bear, or maybe it was from the wave before from Creator, but this is basically the last brick-built bear that, who knows, it might not be the last one, but they are now making a special figure just for bears in Lego. That'll come out for 2018 sets. So anyways, let me move it down to this camera. All right, we move out the rainbow keyboard. Boom, at least I have a new phone. Black Friday spirit. Okay, yeah. I bet you guys are out doing Black Friday stuff. I've never been like really big into the sort of thing like getting up early. I've literally never gotten up early or ever done anything like that. I think one day randomly I went shopping like in the morning the day, like I went out to like stores one morning on Black Friday not realizing that it was Black Friday. And it was super weird, and I just like never did it again. But the online deals, I think, are pretty awesome. You don't have to deal with crowds and stuff like that. So anyways, this is a 3-in-1 creator set, so as you can see, no numbered bags, which is not the best, you know, it's not the favorite way to build. That's about 800 pieces on the table at any given point. Which seems like a lot, but I think when you're building one of those massive builds, it's probably not too different from maybe how many Lego you put onto your build space when you're putting together maybe like the Death Star or another like UCS set where there's just thousands of pieces. Anyways, one big manual. I thought there would be 3 separate manuals, you know, like one manual for each build, but it looks like, I suppose it's just an order. There's probably a table of contents. It's weird, it doesn't tell you the page number? It should. It should tell you the page number of the next page. What? Oh, that's weird. So I guess if you wanted to build the other ones, you just kind of have to find it, which I suppose wouldn't be too hard. Yeah, so this would be the next one. Anyways, this is what we're building. Let me see if I can get it a little bit closer. Alright, so there's picnic table, a boat that's attached, a bear, some trees, and of course the gigantic van. Let's organize these pieces out. Jack, were you disappointed that Luke didn't have his green lightsaber in the new set? No? I mean, if Luke doesn't have his green lightsaber, then he doesn't have it. I mean, like, you can't expect him to have it in the set if he just doesn't have it in the movie, which I suppose is the case. So no. I mean, maybe he's like old Yoda, where he's like gotten past the point of even like needing a lightsaber. What if that's the case? Oh man, these bags are like not organized at all. So I can see like repeats of parts in certain bags. So they're kind of, it's almost like there's not really a huge point in having separated bags because there's repeated parts. I thought that was a little bit interesting with the Taj Mahal too, where they kind of mixed up the parts into different bags, so it kind of defeated the purpose of putting them in different bags. Anyways, Black Bride is best. Okay. Favorite minifigure you want Lego to make? Make Zelda. Make Link and make Zelda. That's what I want. Jack, what happened with the 2 walkers? You said Mike finished them this week. I'm sad. I know, Helios. I know. Mike, because Mike has been doing the walkers and he's so close, he knows like where all the parts are, and he's been doing them all himself, that I sort of figured I would let Mike finish them off, and he is out for this, like the rest of this week after Tuesday, basically. So it was a little bit impromptu, but yeah, the walkers, Mike will be back next week, and then the walkers will be dealt with. All right. I want to kind of keep these bags separated. I feel like there's probably some organization to them, just like not all organization. Yeah, there's definitely not, but there should be some. That's a lot of bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bags. Is the music playing? Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, it is playing. It just sometimes there's like some of our songs have like long periods of silence, or I just can't hear it. The car is very cool. Hashtag classic Mike. Yes, Helios, it's true. Hey Jack, where is Mike? Mike is actually going to be in here later today. He is going to be in later today. He got his tooth fixed, something he was talking about on the stream last time. I haven't seen him since he actually went in to get his tooth, you know, sore tooth and everything. So I don't know. We'll see if he's got a swollen mouth or not. So I think that was the reason why he couldn't really tackle the big walker builds today or this week, because he was on painkillers earlier this week. I don't know. Can't focus that well when you're not in good health. Yes, Frusia Gaming, of course. Hey, get your Yoshi merch. Oh yeah. Is there Yoshi merch out there for what? I don't know what you're talking about. Bam. Yoshi was my favorite video game character when I was little. I liked Wario. Like, out of that universe, I liked Wario. And then, yeah, I think I liked Wario the best. I don't know why. I just thought he was like always the guy that I chose in like, you know, Mario Kart. All right. Ooh, and this has not a cape, but I believe this is the cloth canopy, which I'm going to assume, yeah, is definitely exclusive. Ooh, it's soft and it's kind of fuzzy. It's nice. Good cloth canopy piece. I'm just going to leave that off to the side. All right. Boom. That was a lot of opening and not really organizing, but we're putting them together. And of course, all the pieces for the minifigs are just scattered every which way. Like the heads and the torsos and the feet. They're all in different piles all over this table. I've got about 800 pieces. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so legs and head in one pile. Sorry, yeah, and then legs and torsos in another. It's all over the place. Or, yeah, and then there's a head probably somewhere else that I haven't found yet. Like usual, when it comes to big bags like this, I skip out on any of the little details. Oh, for minifigs, if I can't find them immediately, I say, okay, I'll just look for the other versions of those figs later. Here we go. But I think this guy's got a nice sort of telephoto lens on his camera. This kid, he is out on a vacation getaway, so maybe he brought the nice camera to take some extra special pictures. And oh, there we go. I actually found the hair pieces. Nice. I'm just missing a head, and wait, I might actually find all the pieces I need for the minifigs right in the beginning. If I could find the head, if I could find the lady's head, we're good. Okay, I found the other head over here, so it's not there. Found the other body parts in this pile, they're not there. Let's see if I can find the head in another. Oh, yeah, the head was in a different pile. Here we go. It's like 4 piles to create all the characters. So this is a really common torso piece. This is probably, I'm gonna argue that this is probably one of the most common creator torso pieces out there now, but I think it looks pretty good. I mean, in terms of pieces that are getting produced in the last like year or two. All right, so minifigs done. I mean, you guys really want to see the major details? Pretty basic. Creator figs are always things that are like, they're nice, but they're never like unique or anything really to write home about. So I'm gonna just turn that in a little bit, and let's get started with we're doing the big camper van first. So that should be fun. Let's see if I can find, oh, there's even another little bag of Technic parts. I assume I'm gonna be using these pretty quick. No shoutouts. Hi Jack, how are you doing? Very good. Very, very good. Jack, I'm a huge fan of your work, and I've been watching since you had 500 subs, and most favorite vids from the Lego City was a year ago. Because of that, I started my own Lego City. Awesome, Gaming with Zach. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that we're helping some people get inspired to do some building themselves. That's all we could ever possibly hope for. Boom. All right. Actual first pieces of the build. I don't count building minifigures or accessories for minifigures is really like the build. So these are the actual pieces coming together now. The chassis. Jack, how much do you think it's going to take you to build? How long do you think it's going to take to build the set? It's what, 800 pieces, but a lot of disorganized parts. So that'll definitely add a little bit of extra time. I'm hoping it'll be like, I think it'll honestly, what? Weird. These are 1x2s. Oh, here we go. I was looking for the 2x2s. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna say it'll probably take like 2 hours. That's my guess. Hey Jack, how are you? Very good, Lego Bowser. Very good. Jack, happy late Thanksgiving. Thank you. Yes, happy late Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, visiting with family and, let's see, eating amazing food. That's really the bread and butter of the holiday. If that, can I even call that a pun? I don't think that is, but yeah, it's the main thing I always look forward to. Oops, put that in the wrong spot. All right. The last set that I built was from the Technic line, was it now? I was looking closer at that Mack truck. I know I looked at it a little bit when they first announced it, and I was like, oh, that's going to be one big truck. I was looking at it more yesterday. It does look pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. The Mack truck does actually look pretty cool. It's just so big. It's just like such a huge investment of time, because Technic, I think the average Lego builder probably builds Technic slower, I think. It's just kind of a guess of mine, but I'm willing to guess that, yeah, Technic is usually a little bit more difficult than, you know, brick stacking and stuff like that. That'd be my guess. And the Mack truck, that massive one, it looks like there's a few extra parts in there that might be a little bit more involved in terms of like putting together more complex structures than, you know, your average Lego set for sure. I was surprised to see that the Taj Mahal was rated as a 16 and up difficulty rating, because it was probably one of the easiest sets I ever built. It's just big. That's the only reason why it was rated at a high rating, but it was probably one of the easiest sets in terms of actual complexity. It's in the description. Jack, how much was the set? The set is... You can see it, but I always just say it too because sometimes people ask and... no, I don't play Fortnite. I've never played it for SEA Gaming. The set does cost £55, $70, or 60 euro, depending on where you're from. And right now on Amazon, it is actually on sale, and that sale link is in the description. Normally, I don't like to push for sale links on Amazon. In fact, I think this is the very first time I've ever done it on a stream. But it is Black Friday, and this is, I think, this is a cool set that I've been wanting to build for a while. And I chose today to build it specifically because I did see that it was a Black Friday sale. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, this is actually a day where if I talk about it, people see it, then, you know, there's actually a deal going on for this set right now. Where the heck? I know there's a 1x4 of these Technic bricks, and the only Technic bricks were found at... Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay, found it. Found it. Crisis averted. Everyone can sleep safe and sound now. Alrighty. You know what I need to do? I'm gonna actually get up and turn on the AC, which I don't think... I think I turned it off last evening, and I forgot to turn it back on. So I'm gonna hit this button. All right. There we go. Wow, it heats up fast in here, I tell you. It's like 80 degrees, which granted isn't like insanely hot, but it's warm. All right. Oh, I think this is, oh, let me switch that back. Oh, wait, wrong one. Sorry, ha. All right, what's your favorite car? What is my favorite car for SEA Gaming? My favorite car, I'm not really a car guy. Like, I don't know a lot about cars or engines and horsepower. I don't know about that stuff. I see cars, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like the like that 1960s Viper, or it's like no. It was like a 1979 Viper or Corvette or something. No, yeah, it was the Corvette, the Stingray. That's what I'm thinking of. See, I don't even know cars that well, but I think that's a really cool looking car. And also like the 1960s Mustang, the Ford Mustang. Those are cool cars. Like, just when I think about like a cool sort of sporty car. But I think based on how I answered your question, you can tell that I don't really know a whole lot about that stuff. If that makes any sense. Boom. Let me just see one thing here. We got a follower on Twitch, Horatio. Oh, and right now Pavulon D. All right, thank you. Sorry, I can't read names because I'm bad at it, but I try, and that's all that really matters, sort of a little bit. Yep. So this build is definitely going to be a little bit funny because 800 pieces on the board, and there's no rhyme or reason really to where they were put. So it might end up being a little bit funny. I think we're getting the main base of this giant van put together though, and it's going to be strong, you can tell. With all this Technic here. There we go. These are the pieces I grabbed earlier, and I didn't need, but now I do. You are a cool guy. Thank you, Hank. Do a sub in my channel. Jack is just too good. Nice. Yeah. Oh, did you watch the podcast? Yeah, he's really nice. Yeah, it was a good talk. Yeah, no, that was I'm looking forward to seeing who else he can get on the podcast too. Because like I kind of want to like know more. Like if he's talking with like other Lego YouTubers, like especially ones that I don't know, like either don't talk or, you know, haven't been like as openly candid, just like during their regular content. It would be cool to see who else he can get up on the podcast. Because we're pretty open here at BrickVault, but I feel like it'd be cool to see some other big YouTubers jump onto the podcast. It is always interesting kind of seeing, like, you know, just like a different side of like how people make content and stuff. Coke or Pepsi? Soda is poison. Sometimes I drink it, but it's really like the worst thing for you, so I try not to. I go through like phases where I say I'm never drinking it again, and then I won't drink anything, any soda for like a really long time, and then every now and then I'll sort of crack. But for the most part, not really a soda person. I mean, I like the sweetness and everything. Like, I can understand why people drink it, but whew, is it bad for you? You are the best at Legos. Have you thought about making a second channel for BrickVault? And if so, what would you upload there? No, I haven't. If I was to make a second channel, it would be, I don't know, like unrelated to like BrickVault or something. I have no idea though. We will. Yeah, it's not something that I'm currently thinking about trying to do. Right now I want to focus more on just like doing fun stuff for expanding what's already happening here on the channel now. If anything, if I want to do extra stuff, I want to do more fun, cool content for this channel, as opposed to spending my time and effort trying to build up another one. Because I like what I'm doing now, so I just want to spend more time making cooler stuff for the future for this channel. But I can say that we are working on getting a lot more custom builds done on the channel, and we got a really big one coming soon. And depending on how that does, we might be able to invest more time and effort and energy into creating even bigger builds for the future as well. We have some big ideas of making some really large mocks. So hopefully that comes too. It takes a lot of planning, and sometimes, see, what the heck? Okay, yeah, some bags, there was like one bag that had only one of these that I was looking for, and then there was like another bag pile that had the other one. Doesn't make any sense. Hey, I love this set. I want one. Everything Barrels 14. Well, it is on sale. I feel weird pushing that, but it is technically on sale. Linked in the description below. All right, I'm going to stop doing that. Hey, what's up? If Lego offered you a job, would you take it? I feel like people have asked me that before. Maybe. I mean, the thing is like, it would have to be a pretty awesome job, you know what I mean? Like, cause I don't have a boss right now. I can come in whenever I want. I can make content and videos and build like whatever I want. I do try to sort of gear content, of course, towards like what you guys say in the comments, and then things that I just think will do well because of sort of the platform. But for the most part, it's really just like, it's free range fun building Lego, and it's my full-time job. So it's like, yeah, if Lego offered me a job, but I'm like, what could they offer me that could be better than this right now? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not like some talented designer. Like, they couldn't offer me a design job. I would produce really bad sets and everyone would hate me. So that's off the table. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? But I don't think, it's not really something I'm really thinking about. I don't even know what they would have to create a new job title just for whatever they would employ me. I don't even know what it would be. YouTuber thing. I don't know. No. What's up? The white Lego man. What's up? The fuzz. Jack, if you could meet someone famous, who would it be? There's a lot of cool famous people out there. If I could meet someone famous, Someone who's just like larger than life and just awesome. Might be Harrison Ford. Because, I mean, not only is it Han Solo, but, I mean, Indiana Jones is like, dude, Indiana Jones, he might even be a cooler character than Han Solo. Honestly, think he is. But who knows? I don't know. There's like a million awesome, talented people out there that I think would be worth meeting. Jack, please respond. I'm playing with my Lego, making a Lego restaurant. Okay, that's my response. Lucky. Awesome. Hope it is a good restaurant. I'm getting the brick bank for Christmas, and in like a week, I will get the Nutcracker thing. Oh, sweet. Yeah, apparently they started mailing out the black VIP cards for those that bought the Falcon. And I was one of them, but I'm checking my mailbox. I haven't gotten mine yet. But I now check the mailbox a little bit more frequently. I'm like, I know that's coming. I know it's coming. I just don't know when. Here we go. Oh, oops, dang it. Supposed to add another one of those. Where are they? Oh no, that's not it. There we go. What's your favorite creator set? Well, my favorite like type of creator sets are obviously the modulars, like the giant modular city modulars, and then also the really big cars. Recently, creators 3-in-1s have been stepping it up. I feel like this is actually one of the first ones from like the previous wave that really sort of, it's almost like a tone shift where you look at it and you're like, wow, this looks better than the other 3-in-1 sets that I'm used to. And I'm going to be talking about the new wave of Creator 3-in-1 sets today for the news tomorrow. I actually already have those pictures downloaded. I was about to start doing the voiceover recording for it for Saturday news tomorrow. And then I was like, wait, no, I have to live stream. We didn't live stream the last couple of days. So yeah, so there's some really cool ones that are coming out the next wave, and this is a really good 3-in-1. But in terms of just like my absolute favorites, you know, the giant city modular buildings as well as the cars. Like I really like the Ferrari F40. The Mini Coupe is great. There's a lot of good ones out there. Okay. Oh, more of these little arch pieces that end up working as wheel wells. This thing's gonna be big, guys. Hey Jack, this set is awesome. Awesome, Jay. How was your Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was pretty laid back. Did a little bit of eating and hanging out with family and stuff, but it was, I did sort of a bigger thing, like the week before with like friends and stuff, which I feel like was almost like bigger than like the regular Thanksgiving. Right now the family's like kind of all split up and stuff, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Whew. It was very laid back, but lots of leftovers. That's the beauty of Thanksgiving, is you don't have to prepare any meals for like a week. So that's always nice. See, where the heck, every single piece I'm looking for happens to be split up on different areas, and you have no idea where they're going to end up. There we go. What? Han Solo are better? You think Han Solo's better than Indiana Jones? I don't know. I think Indiana Jones is like a more crafty and like talented guy that can kind of like get himself in and out of situations. That's just my feeling. He's also smarter. Like he knows like so much more, I think. That's my guess. I think Indiana Jones is better. I mean, they're completely different universes, and it's sort of hard to compare them, but I like Indiana Jones. Also, he was like Deckard, and he did a bunch of other stuff too. I just named a couple of the top favorite things. Bum, ba, bum. Where is... Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Hiding, I tell you. Goodbye. Hello. Not BrickVault. Okay. Yeah, we keep on... It's not too often. Not as often anymore, but there still are, like, copycat channels out there that try to, like, upload everything that we do. And they like, ooh, look, we made, like, 100 views or something because we downloaded and re-uploaded, like, everything. And then we find out about it, and then YouTube gets rid of that channel in, like, a second. Like, they're out... That's the one good thing about their... It's not really their algorithm, but I suppose their response is, like, if somebody's copying all your stuff, you tell them, like, within, like, a day, they respond, which is nice. Generally speaking, if somebody's re-uploading your exact videos, though, you'd hope that the algorithm would notice it immediately, but that is actually not the case. Do you like Mega Bloks? You know what? I've never actually built any Mega Bloks, and it's not like I don't like them. I just haven't had any desire to mess around with them. Like, I like some of the licenses, but I always look at the stuff that they build, and I'm like, that's cool. Be cooler if Lego did that. Like, that's usually my thought. I feel bad because I think the designers in Mega Bloks are good and like they try hard. It's just I just like what Lego puts out better. I don't know. So yeah, we've had opportunities to build Mega Bloks. I've just never gotten around to it. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll try it out. Yeah, there's a few brick built like toys that I think are good. Just I haven't gotten around to it. This better not be a ×2. Let me just look at this. Okay, no, it's not. It's like a back seat. Who's exited for next year's creator sets? I mean, excited? Yes, I am. Are you going to start using Patreon? No. I mean, I don't know. We're not. I don't think so. Unless the YouTube algorithm gets really bad and a lot more of our videos get demonetized, no, I don't think we're going to use Patreon. Sometimes, I mean, it's weird. Like, we'll go like a couple of weeks and nothing will get demonetized, and then like 2 videos in like 2 days will get demonetized randomly. And then it'll be like once a week for a couple more weeks, and then it'll go back to being fine again. Where is the great piece? 1x2 great piece. Where is it? Oh my gosh, is there just one in this set? That is always the most kind of aggravating thing about. Oh my gosh, there it is. Now I found it. Oh, okay, found it. Crisis averted. And yep, it goes there. Hey, hello, Joey. Are you going to give us an in-depth look at the AT-AT? We absolutely will. Absolutely. As soon as that thing is finished, AT-AT in-depth look on the way. For sure. It's going to happen. Just has to get built first. And I thought it was going to get built this week. And it probably would have, but Mike is the primary, the lead, the he's been building it this whole time, and he had like a toothache and stuff, and he was kind of on painkillers, so he couldn't really focus on the build this week, and that's why it didn't get completed. So hopefully next week it should be ready to rock. I think it will be. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, that's why I wasn't out earlier. I know people were asking before. You can't plan for a toothache, unfortunately. Han Solo is better. Oh, Han Solo is a better fighter. See, once again, I don't know. I'd be curious. I mean, I suppose if you had to put them one-on-one, it would be like Han Solo would have his blaster, and then Indiana Jones would probably have like a revolver and like a whip. I'd still say they're really evenly matched. Blasters in the future don't seem to be any more or less, you know, capable than any weapon that exists nowadays. That's my interpretation. I have the flu. Hopefully I don't throw up all over my iPad. Okay, Canadian gamer. Hopefully you don't. Are you gonna do Black Friday shopping today? No, I'm not. Oh wait, this actually have 2 of these. Interesting. Oh, that's so simple and easy. Okay, let's try that again. It's nice. Easy way to make a little bench in the back. There's no stud here for the minifigure to actually stud into and sit on, but this is a little seat in the back of the camper, which is nice. And a fold-out, nice, and it's a fold-out table. So you can kind of have it flipped up like this, and then you fold it down, which is a really, I mean, like, this is like camper van stuff 101. This is a mechanism that exists in a bunch. Actually, I think they built it into the that 1960s VW bus, the larger creator set. I think they built that in as well, which was just part of the regular camper. All right, now if I can find that 1x6, wait, here we go. Now I'm building the second corner. So I just built one corner, and you can darn well guess where this next one's gonna go. I'm building the second corner out. Jack, do you have any recommendations on starting a Lego city? Give yourself space. Give yourself space. And I mean, some people have principles on trying to do everything custom. You can try that. Personally, I think like starting with some Lego City and Lego Creator sets, and then starting to work them together with base plates is the easier way to go. And depending on how good or bad your skills are at custom building, it might even look better. I mean, that's the case for us, at least for me. My brother, he's really good at doing some crazy detailed custom building. Gosh, where the heck is this? Sorry, I'm missing another one of these. Are you kidding me? I found the last one of these 1x2 transred plates was in that pile, but apparently, oh my gosh. There's like 2 of these in the entire build, and they're in different bags. Bah! Okay. Oops, that's not a 1x2, it's a 1x3. But yeah, starting off your own Lego City could be, I would say give yourself space and time. Don't try to force a bunch of builds on really quick. You could burn yourself out. Did you like the new Justice League brickheads? Yes, I think they look good. I mean, they're good interpretations of the characters. I have no idea what the movie, like I haven't seen the movie or know much about the actual Justice League, like the cinematic universe of the storyline, but the builds look good. I mean, they are doing what they should be doing, I think. Okay, so this one's set up. Okay, next one. There are some funny pieces that are just sitting around all over different parts of this table. That is crazy. It was like each of those 4 pieces is in like a different spot on the table. That's why this is going to take a little bit longer than normal. Jack, can you build Lego Titanfall? There's a couple of cool custom mocks out there. Some people have done some really cool Titanfall stuff. Personally, I haven't really played. I played a little bit of the first Titanfall, like just a tiny bit of the first Titanfall, and then I haven't played Titanfall 2. Is Titanfall 2 out? I think it is. I don't see. I haven't even paid attention to it, but yeah, there's some cool custom mocks out there. I don't know if we're gonna get around to it, but it is a cool game. I did like it when I was playing it. Personally, I think they should bring back the old Mech Warrior game. Like the old Mech Warrior games. I know they did like sort of recent versions of them, and Titanfall is kind of, it's almost like a first-person shooter, but it just happens to be like you're in a giant robot, which works to a certain extent. But the old Mech Warrior games were so much fun because what they were like, it was almost like a flight simulator, because you could set up a joystick and you could put your mech on cruise, like auto cruise, and you'd start off a mission and you'd have to walk across like a giant desert that was all cloudy and stuff for like many kilometers, and then you'd intercept one mech from like super long distances, and you'd have to engage from like really far away, and then if you could sometimes like hide behind or approach behind like a mountainside. It felt like a flight simulator, but you happened to be in giant walking robots, and it was such a cool feel to a game. That was such a fun game to play. And they kind of abandoned that after a couple. They did Mech Warrior 2 and stuff, and then that was a really long time ago though. I think if they brought back that style of game, that would be awesome. I would play the heck out of that. You kidding me? Where's the opening to this little oven or cupboard or whatever the heck it's supposed to be? No! There it is. Are you looking forward to the Avengers Infinity War movie and Lego sets? Yes. I'm looking forward to the Infinity War a little bit more than the average Marvel MCU movie, just because it's kind of a big culmination of stuff. And the set descriptions seemed pretty good. The set descriptions seemed pretty good. I might mention them for like a second in today's or tomorrow's news. But yeah, they look good. They look very good. I mean, you can't see what they look like. It's just the description that came out. And where the heck is that? Is it Darktane? It is. This is a refrigerator. Or I think it's a refrigerator. There we go. The other dark tan pieces. Come on, buddy. What is this? Ham and lettuce? It's pink and it's green. And it goes into here. So this, I don't know if it's a microwave. I think it's a refrigerator. Little mini fridge with a sando. How can I join BrickVault? We're not currently accepting job applications, I suppose, if that's what you're talking about. But glad you're a fan. Jack, if Lego did a Bob's Burger theme, what set would you like to see? I haven't watched a lot of Bob's Burgers. I know that like people really like that show. I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty, and I know there's a lot of people that are fans of both, and I just never got around to watching Bob's Burgers. But so I don't know the show. I've seen clips of it, like little, you'll see like a 2-minute scene that people like to upload on YouTube and stuff. I've seen a couple of those, and usually they make me laugh. Like, the show does look like a good show. At a certain point, it's just, do I have enough time to watch every show that people recommend to me? Like, somebody recommended Jessica Jones to me the other day. And I started watching it. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, this is 56. What? I attached it too early, but I think I can just put the pieces on that it wants me to now. Okay, that goes there. This goes here, and should be, there it is. Another little slope piece. There we go. Okay, that's when I should have attached. Okay. Hello there. Hello, more Star Wars. Do a sub in Lego. Okay, Pickle Brick. Yep. Lego City update. We haven't updated the city that much since the last city update video, but I can tell you that our focus right now is on really big projects, and they don't have to do with the city. We do have a longer term city project in mind that is going to be like really big, but currently we're about to undertake a much larger, I don't know if it's larger than the one that we're planning for the city, but a huge project, the biggest one we've ever attempted ever for our Lego lives, and that's coming really soon. I've got a giant bin of thousands and thousands of Lego parts in the back room right now, and it's actually going to be pretty cool because It's such a massive build that I'm going to dedicate. Now, I don't know if it's going to be next week. I don't think it's going to be next week. Either next week or the week after. I'm going to dedicate an entire live stream to just organizing 12,000 pieces. Because we need to do that. Like, it's an absolutely necessary for us to do this. We have such a huge build coming. And we have to break it down into smaller sections so we can reasonably build it, you know, on streaming chunks like this, so we can build it kind of quickly and not just be searching for parts all the time, because that can get a little bit crazy during sort of like a long stream, and especially a long build. So what we're gonna do, once I know that we've gotten all the different Bricklink orders, I'm gonna do a live stream, and it's just gonna be organizing parts. And I'm telling you, just the organization of these pieces for this mock that we're gonna be working on is gonna take like hours, just separating them out. It's that big. But that'll end up saving us probably twice as much or 3 times as much time during the actual build itself, because we won't be searching for pieces in random places. We'll know where everything is supposed to be. So, that's gonna happen. Do you like Kai or Lloyd in Ninjago? I'm a Zane fan. I'm a Zane fan, sir. Not for any particular reason. I don't really watch the show or know much about the characters. I just like Zane's vehicles and weapons and, I don't know, his look in general. I haven't even seen the new movie. But yeah, if I had to choose any, I just go Zane for sure. Really cool set. It does look like a very nice set. Oh, you have the set, but you made the house with the parts instead of this? The house looks good too. The house, I think, is the number 2 on my list. I probably would build the boat last, but honestly, I think they all look good. And by the way, if you're watching this, this is a 3-in-1 set. It is not, and I repeat, it is not all 3 of them are going to be built this live stream. It will take too much time. Even just taking the whole thing apart again will take too much time. So I'm just building the main featured primary build that is on the front box, which is the giant sort of camper van. Sort of, what do they call it? There's another name for it. I can't think of. Really cool set. Yes, Nightbot does delete caps lock comments. It's a pretty standard practice. If it doesn't, I mean, there's sort of a character limit. It's like if you write a huge thing in all caps, then a bunch of people are gonna just do that all the time, and then the entire chat just becomes about doing that one thing and not actually chatting. It's the reason why we don't do shoutouts, and it's standard practice for most live streamers to do this. I know because we have a huge YouTube community that watches as well. I mean, Twitch as well, but like there's like a lot of the people that are commenting from YouTube. That I think people on YouTube are a little bit less familiar about general streaming etiquette. So I've noticed a lot of people saying like, "Why can't I do this?" I'm like, well, because if you did, then everybody would kind of mess around with the chat. It's nothing against. It's not like we make up arbitrary rules, or we're trying to be mean to anybody by not giving shout-outs or anything like that. It's just regular sort of run-of-the-mill stuff. Like, it's just the way streams work. Hope you guys understand. This is my favorite Lego set. Plus, can I have a no? You can't have a shout-out. Do you want do you gonna build the new Star Wars sets? We are going to build the new Star Wars sets. We will, absolutely. We are definitely gonna build the new Star Wars sets as soon as we get them. That is gonna happen. Okay, I know there's one last. There it is. There's that one last. Okay, now I'm looking for a funny piece. There it is. Sweet. This one's there. Oh, hello. Actually, that is moved over one. I messed that up. Messed it up. Gotta break it off. Okay. And I think I messed that one up too. Yeah. All right, let's try that again. I found the last one here. There it is. That one was in the same pile. I think this is going to end up, these pieces are going to end up holding the canopy, the cloth canopy, the stabilizing arms that keep the canopy up. I think that's what's going to happen. Jack, where is your favorite place to eat? Favorite place to eat? Well, I am down here in San Diego, so I suppose like favorite local place, or a local place that I think is pretty good, that if people were down here, I would recommend to go to, would be Tacos El Gordo's. Is a pretty, it's almost like a standard response of like, this place is a good place in San Diego. But yeah, it is. It's really good. It's good tacos. There's nothing more to it than that. They are good tacos. And yeah, you should, if you're ever down here, try those out. You will not be dissatisfied. And where the heck is the toilet seat bowl? Oh, there it is. Can't not have a toilet, guys. Do you love Greece? I've never been to Greece. I've had Greek food. I like Greek food, sure. But I've never been. Could you make a video on how to make your channel big? No. I mean, first of all, there's a lot of super good or not Lego, but just general YouTube channels out there that there's like YouTube channels dedicated to how to make your YouTube channel big, or at least have dedicated a series of videos on how to do that. So your best chance is to look at those, because yes, this is a Lego channel, and if you wanted to make like a Lego channel, I suppose, I don't know if we'd have any extra insight about that, because a lot of it is just how to make a channel. But there's definitely really good YouTubers out there. I don't know their names, I don't watch them regularly, but I have seen some really interesting videos where there's guys that do like really good breakdowns on sort of how to create good content and what to look out for and stuff like that. So I would suggest just searching through how to make a YouTube channel or something on YouTube, and you might find, I think, probably a better resource than myself. Oh my gosh, I am looking for a single gray 1x2 plate. You know what? I'm not even going to look for it in the pile. I'm just going to grab it from back here. I'm lazy. Where is it? There. Okay. Too lazy. I know it's somewhere in here. I just can't find it. Did you know Disney are making an X-Wing movie in Cars style? Woof. No. I refuse to believe that. If that's true, that'll be the saddest thing I've heard all week. Really? That can't be true. An X-Wing movie, but in the Cars style. So the X-Wings all have faces, and they have little character stories, and they fly around the Star Wars universe. No. I absolutely, positively refuse to believe that that'll mess up my whole week, man. Like, I think so far Disney's doing sort of as good a job as anybody could hope for when producing the Star Wars franchise films, but that I think is starting to take it a little too far. It's my own personal opinion. You make me want to build a Lego set. Yep. That happens to me when Jack, are you good at Lego stop motion? I wouldn't say I'm good at it. I've tried it a handful of times, just in very small snips of footage. I've never attempted a full stop motion video. I've done tiny little snips, not even like a scene, not even like multiple scenes, just little snippets. Oh my gosh, am I about to take another plate? There's just too many spread out pieces. Yeah, I was afraid of, this is 800 parts, all spread into like different corners of this thing, and they are not as easy to find the parts as you might think. In fact, more difficult than I was originally Like if you guys watch that Taj Mahal stream, oh there it is, the one of these pieces. That thing went fast in terms of building. There was no downtime in where I was like, oh, I can't find this, I can't find that. That didn't happen like pretty much at all the whole stream. It was just bam, 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 just getting the parts together pretty much as quickly as your fingers can move, as opposed to standing and sitting and looking for pieces kind of over and over again, which is the unfortunate reality of a larger creator set like this. You do take a little bit extra build time, but it's, I mean, still 800 pieces isn't like some unmanageable amount of parts. It's just a lot more than average, like a lot more. With the smaller sets, sometimes they'll take a 300 piece set and put it into numbered bags of 1, 2, 3. So you're only dealing with 100 pieces instead of 800 pieces. And so when you can't find a part, you're also looking through, you know, 1/8 of as many pieces. So you can always find it a lot faster. That's the difference between this and other sets. And here we go. I have seen in other creator sets that sometimes when they create a 3-in-1 set, they will allow, here we go. When they do a 3-in-1 set, I see. Kind of flip it around. They also allow like the featured build to be the first thing that you put together, and that will have like numbered bags. And then after if you want to attempt like the secondary build of the third one, then you can kind of mess around with the giant pile of Lego as opposed to having the numbered pieces, if that makes any sense. How much was this set? This set it sells for £55 or $70 or €60. Currently it is on sale if you click the link in the description below. I've just got to say it like that because it sounds too advertising-y, and I don't want it to come off that way. But this set is on sale though, currently on Amazon, and the link for it is in the description below, and we get a little affiliate money or whatever if you guys click it. So anyways, that's always an option. I feel weird though. I don't like to push that. It just feels strange because people ask me what the favorite set is or what they should buy with $100, and I've repeatedly said I don't know. I don't try to give recommendations like that. So I feel weird being like, it is on sale, you should click the link. But if you guys were planning on it, this is sort of the better time to buy this particular set. Or I've seen people, I think it was like Just Too Good made that funny little sort of, it was almost like I don't even think he was directing it at us. He kind of was, like, you could see like in the comment section, it was funny where he was like, oh, click the Amazon link, because we do that in the beginning of our news episodes. But I will say, in my defense, we only started doing that because people asked us over and over and over in the comment section to do it. And then I can't remember when or how we did the first video, and everybody was like, finally, like you're putting Amazon links for like sales, and I was like, okay, sweet. So this is like what people want. So that's in my defense. We do just look for whatever happens to be sort of a deal for that week. Might as well just let you guys know, because it is LEGO Weekly News. After all, do you like Stranger Things? Yes, I watched the latest season. My roommates really didn't like it, and I thought that was strange. They were so against it, and I was like, why are you hating on it so much? But apparently they thought it was really bad. I thought it was alright. I don't know if it was as good as the first one. I thought the sort of feel, like the tone of the show changed a little bit. That, not necessarily bad, but something that I think I definitely liked the first season more. But yeah, I like Stranger Things. I still liked the second season. Some of it was a little bit weird. That whole Chicago episode was like super strange, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Another sandwich sitting right next to the sink. I think, I suppose on the cutting board. Once I get a little bit more of, actually we're starting to build up the walls. So let me just show you what the interior looks like up a little bit close. That's gonna end up being a completed bathroom. This is gonna be the sink on the other side of it, I think. And then there's definitely the sink, stovetop with the pan. And then when you turn it around, you can see that looks like maybe, I don't know, there's a sink or a cubby or something, but there's a sandwich on top of that cutting board. Computer or something like wall TV, probably a TV. Yeah, I would assume. And then on the other side, you could watch sort of the TV on this end, and then you'd sit there, and then you can push down this table and eat your sandwich. So that's the basic bit of the interior. It's going to get a little bit more detailed, but it's also going to get a lot more covered up at the same time. So it's kind of a give and take. Let's see. All right, going back. Okay, we're building up more windows right now, yeah. So it's all going to start getting covered up a lot more. The Walking Dead or Stranger Things? Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things is a much more high-quality show. Walking Dead had a really good first season, a terrible second season. I thought a pretty good third season, but I think after a while when you watch Walking Dead, it just becomes a little bit sort of aggravating. There's so many times, like, so much of the conflict happens because characters just make really kind of dumb mistakes, and you're looking at it like from an outsider, and you're like, why didn't he just do this? Oh, okay, that was dumb. Now this person's dead. Or Walking Dead has a lot of those moments where you're just kind of like, oh, I guess something bad happened because, like, I don't. So many times, guys walking through the forest, and you're like, no, it looks like, oh, you should probably pay attention. There's probably going to be a zombie. Oh, yep, there was a zombie there. You know, that's like a common thing now when you watch Walking Dead. Whereas Stranger Things is, I don't know, it feels smarter. It feels like, I don't know, the characters are just a little bit more cool and compelling. So I like Stranger Things more. I do. And the stories, I mean, I don't know, it's just cooler. I mean, zombies are cool, I guess. You know, everybody likes zombies, I suppose, but I think the Stranger Things story, I think, is actually more fun. Oh, Nightbot is automated. Jack, your favorite theme? For the longest time, I would say City. And honestly, City is looking pretty good. I liked that mining theme. I mean, the pictures for it. You can see the roller coaster piece is being used for the new mining sub-theme in City for this next wave. The mountain police, I think we're better than the boat police. I think boat police was the last wave, right? I can't even remember. I think the police wave is a little better than I think maybe what we've seen in the last year or two. But yeah, I mean, I like City just because it's sort of the standard or the staple or kind of like the go-to theme that you would have for Lego. I mean, I feel like I think it's a good sort of base point of Lego sets. But in terms of maybe just general stuff that I'm always looking forward to the most and always wanting to build the most, I mean, like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, those are things that I'm always like getting a little bit more excited about, I think, on a sort of whenever new sets are announced or coming out, or things that I anticipate the most. Usually it's from the Marvel or DC universe, Batman universe, something like that. I could have sworn I did see a briefcase piece somewhere. Looking for a briefcase. It's not that small, or oh, there it is. A brown briefcase. Do you like the Lego Death Star, and would you recommend it on sale? It is on sale now. So the Lego Death Star is on sale. It is actually, this is supposed to be here. Doesn't really matter. And then the briefcase is supposed to be next to the sandwich. All right, so I guess the briefcase and the map go there. So now that it's on sale, it's like $100 off. It's back to the regular price that it was when it was first released. I think back in like 2008 or something. It was maybe 2010. I can't remember when that. 2009. It was somewhere around there. That's when it first came out. And I think it's a good set still. It's just here we go. Just want to make sure you get that in the right spot. Yeah, now is a better time than before, for sure. If it's a set that you've been eyeing, it's now $100 less. You get the updated minifigs for it, so that's always good. I think it was released a while back. They actually updated the minifigs for it sort of midway through its release period last time, but then they updated the build a little bit and then really changed up the prints for some of the minifigs this time around. So, I mean, it is kind of like it's the Death Star, it's this kind of like epic thing. I think it's pretty good. Honestly, it's not as an impressive display model as some of the other complete looking ships. Just in my personal opinion, I kind of like the things that look like an actual ship. Because basically what it is a series of vignettes that have all been built onto this giant sort of open layered sphere, which still looks cool, but I feel like the full ships kind of look cooler. That's my overall assessment for the Death Star. But if you want it, now's the time. That is for sure. I mean that's going to be the case for a lot of Lego sets right now. If you want a certain Lego set, it's probably on sale today, probably. So now would be the time for a lot of that stuff. Holiday season's coming up. You can get it now and you can give it as a gift, all that stuff. Jack, do you keep the empty box of your Lego sets? Some of them, Marco. Some of them. Not all. It just depends on... Sometimes we'll get like a special box. If Lego sends us a box, sometimes it doesn't have the distribution print on it, which is kind of cool. Like this was sent to us from Lego for doing a review. Oh my gosh, there's another one. It's around here somewhere. So, oh, there it is. So those ones work. Those ones are pretty cool. But yeah, it's hard. You can't hold on to all the boxes. You can't do it. It's not possible. So now we built this up a bit more. Now the interior is pretty much totally fleshed out. It looks pretty much the same as when I showed you last time, except the toilet and the bathroom is now complete. So that's pretty much it. And on the other side of that, we added these little lantern lights, and there's a map there. On the other side, there's a briefcase in there, and that's pretty much it for the interior. That's what it looks like. I have a feeling the rest is just going to be building up the walls and getting this thing to look a little bit more and feel a little bit more sort of like structurally solid. Boom. How old were you when you started Lego? I think I was. I can almost like trace it back. I was 4, almost 5, because I remember that's how old I was when I sort of moved out of like my old house when I was a kid. We moved into a new place, and when we did, or maybe we had Lego before we moved. It was like maybe 4, 5 at the latest, but probably it's possible it was 4. I don't know. I think it might have been 5. Might have been 5 or 4. One of those years. So yeah, pretty young. And there was just a big box of Lego pieces all in a box. It wasn't a set. I mean, there were sets broken down on the inside that you could kind of figure out, but I don't even think there were any manuals left. I don't think we had any manuals. It was just the set. So that was fun. That was my childhood, and it was just dumping out the giant box of Lego and then playing around and building stuff for like a couple of days. And then after a few days, your parents start yelling at you, "Clean up this mess, middle of the living room, what are you doing?" Sort of stuff. And then eventually you reluctantly you clean it up, and then a month later or a week later or whenever, like, okay, let me take this box again and just dump everything out and start building. That was pretty much how it went. Let's see. Got a couple of mugs hanging up. Jack, what's your favorite Lego set? I don't know if I've got a favorite. My answer changes almost every time I answer that question now. That's what I think. Wait, this feels a little funny. Did I skip a spot? Why do I feel like it's... Oh, I totally did. I did. That was my bad. Here we go. I'm supposed to add this. Okay, everything is okay now. Right. So now the mugs hang over the little kitchen area, which actually looks kind of good. It's a little bit overexposed, but the mugs are hanging over the kitchen, which is cool. Did you see the leaked 2018 modular diner? Yes, Tyler, absolutely. It looks awesome. Can't wait for it. What's the dustiest Lego set in the studio? Oh, you know it. I mean, it's the ship right behind me. That is by far the dustiest Lego set. The UCS Star Destroyer, it's up there. It is dusty. That's probably the second dustiest set. They're just super old, and they were built once and then just left on display forever. So, what the heck? Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, but the dustiest one is the Sea Barracuda that was built back in 1989. I think it was unbuilt and then rebuilt a couple of times back in the early 90s, but pretty much has remained a solid build from like the mid 90s or late 90s until now, and hasn't been touched since then. So yeah, it's a really dusty set. Zero precautions or preparations were made to keep dust off that thing. We just let it accumulate and accumulate and accumulate to the point where the black bricks on the top just look like light bluish gray ones. How old are you? Mid-20s, sir. Mid-20s. Just realized you're building a Lego set right now. I was playing Battlefront 2. Oh! What's your favorite Lego theme? I don't know. It kind of varies. Let's see. This looks cool. Me? No? Okay. Star Wars. Your favorite Lego theme? Yeah, it's pretty much on my favorite Lego theme. The thing is Star Wars is my favorite thing that Lego, like, out of all the IPs or franchises that Lego builds from, Star Wars is my favorite thing. Like, actual thing. I like Star Wars more than I like Marvel and DC. Like, I like the universe, I like all that stuff about it. I like that more. So Star Wars is my favorite thing that comes from Lego, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be my favorite thing in Lego, if that makes any sense. But I do get, like, the most excited for it because I'm still really stoked on the movies and I'm still really involved that way. So yeah, the sets also kind of, like, set me off too. I see that and I go, oh, I can't wait for the new thing. Did somebody cheer? Oh! Connor Whisk used 101 bits for a cheer. Thank you, Connor. We got ourselves a couple of little Twitch cheers. Yeah, see that? Look, Twitch Jar of Awesome. Got a couple of little BrickVault bees in there. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. When will you do a new giveaway? The new giveaway will start, I think, well, we announced the giveaway today. And then, yeah, we have a winner, by the way, for the new giveaway. I emailed the person yesterday. That person got back to me today, which means they will be announced. They will be announced that week on the news. And the other thing, what was it? The fire mech? That guy got back to us, but he didn't, not in time for us to do the news, but we did send out that giveaway as well. In the future, we're thinking we might end up doing giveaways maybe once a month, though. It is expensive. It's a lot. It's like each set that we send out plus like shipping and stuff, it's like a couple hundred, it's like $150 a month or so. I don't know. It's like we're looking at it like budget-wise, and I was like, I don't know. We might flip back down to giveaways once a month. I'm not sure though. But yes, the next giveaway will be announced next week. The winner will be announced this week. Okay. And there's a couple other giveaways for, like Target sent us some stuff for doing Lego builds, and they also just sent us gift cards for giveaways. So when you watch the review and you see that, you can also sign up for a giveaway that way. So that's what Target did for us. So like they literally sent us stuff to give to you guys, which I think is awesome. So that's happened this last week, but those giveaways are both over as well. The sort of open time for that. But if they end up sending us stuff in the future, that might end up being the case where they'll send us like giveaway stuff for the set. Which is kind of interesting. Where the heck? Are you kidding me? The other jumper pieces were here. Oh my gosh, there they are. 2 jumper pieces in one bag, 2 jumper pieces in another bag. Of course. Where is this? What part is this even going to go in? This is like a little trunk in the back. See that? You can keep a briefcase back there. It's kind of cool. Marvel or DC? Batman's the best, but Marvel in general I think is cooler. Batman's the best, but if I had to choose one series of like superheroes kind of all together, I'd go Marvel. For sure. Okay, we got some seat covers in the back here. Oh, and kind of like, oh, it's a bed. That's the blanket. I thought they were seat covers, but I was wrong. Let me put that down for a sec because I need to find another part. Where is it? Where are you? There's a 1x3 dark tan plate. There it is. So do you use Premiere Pro to edit? Because I do. I use Premiere. Premiere is a very good program. No editing program is without its flaws, but I have edited on Final Cut Pro. That's what I learned on. And then I played around, did a couple of sort of fun edits for some random stuff on Sony Vegas Pro, which is also a really popular editing tool. And then I switched to Premiere, and I was like, okay, I'm staying at Premiere. And I have no regrets. No ragrets. Where the heck? Oh my gosh. There they are. Okay. Killing me. Okay. Soon I think I'll be done with looking like crazy for all these little pieces. Everything's so separated still. There it is. So this is the back cab. It's like probably the very back of it. And so the bed flips up, and underneath you can have luggage or whatever, and then the bed is on top, which is kind of nice. Where's this going to attach to? Oh wait, I'm not quite done building this yet. I thought I was. There's a couple other little parts. Where the heck? There they are. You're really good at building. All right, thank you, Melissa. I hope you. It's funny. People have said that to me before, and then been like, "JK, LOL." Maybe a tutorial sometime. Tutorial on what? Are you asking me? Jack, what's? Oh, that's a bed. Jazz comes on. Yep, it is a bed. Oh, you mean the song change? How do you win? You just you click the link and you apply through the way the well, first of all, there's no open competitions right now, so there's no point in bothering to try now, but oh, this is interesting. Is this going to, oh my gosh, it just slides in like this. I didn't even think about that. So the bed is like, oh, that's so cool. And it just holds in with tension. So the bed is here, and then, oh, and then there's the bathroom. The bathroom's right next to the driver. Oh man, horribly, oh man. Imagine you're the driver and somebody's gotta go number 2. And then and then you just driving and the whole thing smells all the way through, and it's also right next to the bed. I guess there's no good place to put a toilet in such a small area, but I feel like I'd want to keep that further back away from the driver. But that's cool. So this thing, the bed, you can actually just, it's got a handle and you can pull it out. I wonder if you can have it lock. I think you're going to build something that comes out here so the bed locks. And that's the way these camper things work too. So when you park, you can actually uncompact parts of the vehicle. And that way the inside is now kind of opened up and you have more space to move around. But when you drive, you've got to obviously push the thing back in. That's really nice. That's such a simple, easy way to do it. All right, let me put that back down. Now we're going to build up sort of this sort of level playing area. Nice. That's a really good. That's good. I like it. Yep, and this is the part that we're adding right here. So yeah, that's the piece that locks it in. Okay. My guess was correct. Not really a guess. When this piece comes in, it's got to be another white 1x4 plate. Might be somewhere else. Maybe not. Ugh. Constantly losing parts. We're like looking for parts that aren't there. This one and this one. Please reply to my comment. For the most part, I never scroll back up. So if you asked a question and I didn't see it and I didn't respond to it, and then you type a thing, respond to my comment, I'll never know what your question was. So your better chances, if you want me to reply to it, you should probably just ask it again. How do you win? The toilet in the back. Please, Jack, I'm writing that set on my Christmas list. Awesome. Wow, watching the stream makes me want this set so much more and quicker. Jack, when the AT-AT is going to be done? Next week. I know I said this week, but Mike, he had sort of a tooth thing, and he's on like painkillers and stuff, and he's really the primary builder for the AT-ATs. Oh my gosh, this was hiding underneath this. That's my bad, because I put that over there. All right. Jack, what's your favorite Lego car? My favorite cars in general are from the Creator line, and of that, I'm a fan of the F40 and the Bug the most, the VW Bug. I like the color for the Bug, but the Ferrari is awesome. I keep on seeing the Ferrari and saying, you know what, Lego, like, why don't you make a yellow Lamborghini Diablo? Come on. How has that not been a thing yet? That's what the creators got to do that at some point. If they make a yellow Lamborghini Diablo, I will be so happy. Okay. Please reply to this comment. That's not a. You can't. That's not a reply. I'm getting off. All right. See you later, Melissa. Thank you for joining the stream. Come back anytime. All right, we're just about. Oh, this is nice. I'm adding the red. This is gonna look so cool. All right, this is gonna look. It's gonna really tie the room together. There we go. Okay, 1x4. I need 4 of those. Boom. Boom. Nice. So this is going to really add a lot of detail. And also make it so you can pull the roof off, of course, because these are tile pieces and not plates. And then it looks like the only studs, hold on, let's add this now when we can. So the windows are all attached. Yeah, everything's feeling super solid. This is really what makes the whole build a lot stronger. Get a couple of the smaller squares in. Sweet. This is it. And we're in. These are the last ones. So it looks like just 4 studs on the top is going to be what keeps the roof on. There's no other studs. Okay. And interestingly enough, white tiles, not red, are put in here. Where's that last 1x4? There it is. Windshield time. You guys ready for the windshield? All right. Favorite Lego Star Wars minifigure? Max Rebo. Jack, what are your thoughts on supposed leak of the new modular building? Adam Stewart, I think it looks good. I kind of like that they're sort of breaking away from the 1930s sort of look. It's like the 50s diner or 60s diner. I think 50s diner is a little bit of a stylistic change from the other modular builds, but a welcomed one, at least for me. I think it looks cool. And I mean, if they keep on changing up the styles, it'd be cool if they made like more modern buildings in the future. Because when you think about it, lots of cities have older style buildings, and I mean, in Europe you got stuff that's really old. In America you got stuff that's pretty, I mean, like just as old as anything that you could find from the regular Lego modular buildings anyways. I mean, most cities have that from the 1930s or 20s, which I think is the sort of decade sort of era that the other Lego modular buildings have been normally placed. So I think you could start making more modern looking buildings, and it wouldn't mess up sort of the flow or the dynamic of the look. So hopefully they end up going along that route for future builds. I really hope they do. Where the heck? Oh, there it is. Of course. Whoa, rebrick competition. Make an alternate build for Creator Expert Modular, Fairground Rides, or the Winter Village set, and make a stop motion of the build to win 5,000 VIP points. Whoa, is that a new thing? All right, Bricks for Beck. I noted. I'll actually look into that, and maybe that might be mentioned in the news. Usually we like to mention rebrick contests because those are just like fun. And people always end up producing really cool content from there. Oh my gosh, I skipped out on one of the clip pieces. I was supposed to add another one. There we go. There it is. Wow, we're just about there. Flipping it upside down. Whoa, that's a twist. And this is it. What did I miss? You missed it all, man. It was so crazy. I've seen the Architecture Shanghai set yet? Yes. And it looks cool. The thing is, Shanghai, like, because I've been to Shanghai, and Shanghai is like, you walk around there, and it is so different. It is so strange. Like, I just kept on getting this weird feeling. I was like, this is like what the future looks like. Because they showed us a couple of the Shanghai buildings, of course. But they have such strange architecture there. I mean, like the general skyline of Shanghai. If you like look up the Shanghai skyline, you look at that and you're just like, what is this place? Like, it's really different. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, that's so nice. So, okay, look at that. First of all, seamless connection, not wobbly at all. It's like solid, but really it's connected, that little clip in there, so you can just pull the whole thing out. So super easy getting minifigs in and out. And I think, oh dang it, the map piece, which is loose in here. Let me get the map piece in there. I'm never a fan of like loose fitting objects in a build because you mess around with it and then of course something falls out and starts rattling. But that is an awesome function. That's a really clever way. It's a really good connection. I mean, it's super solid and it's really easy to get in and out of there. Really like that function. You're my favorite person on BrickVault. I'm glad you do BrickVault the most. Thank you. I won't tell Mike that you said that. It's fine. Be our secret. Oh, here we go. Alrighty. Is this the roof? Why does this feel so weird? But yeah, I think this is the rooftop. It looks so strange. Okay, where is that black piece? There it is. Here. And I know, there it is. Cheese wedge 1x2. And then the smaller, there it is. Jack, I'm putting my Lego Force Awakens minifigure in order and putting them in Ziploc bags. You are trying to hold on to them, save them, collect them, keep them in as good a condition as possible. Sometimes, like recently, we've had space constraints. So I have taken some Lego minifigure collections, yeah, and individually Ziploc bagged them and stuff to, you know, for storage is easier. I feel bad because I'm a firm believer that, like, you know, when we buy a set or we get minifigs, like, we don't like to keep exclusive minifigs like in their poly bag or anything. Like, I like getting them out there so you can actually see the thing. What music? Is there no music playing? Are you kidding me? Ugh. And then, of course, same thing. Then I gotta go Control-Alt-Delete, and then I go to Task Manager. Task Manager opens up, and then it says, oh, your Windows Media Player is not responding. And then you have to just kill it manually. I swear. Mike says he never has a problem with this, and he has like a special way of like messing around with VLC Media Player every time. Sorry, I'm just reopening the thing, see if I can get the music to start again. He has like a way of opening it, and then he never like tells me whatever the procedure is. So like apparently his music never cuts out on him, but it's like it always cuts out on me. I don't get it. I'll have to ask him again if like I'll have to like watch specifically. Like he has a way of doing it. I don't know what it is, but there's obviously something happening there. Okay, that's my bad. It's weird. It was ever since we started deleting songs that you guys didn't like that the media cache file is still looking for them, so it freezes the program when it doesn't find it. Like in Premiere, it'll just say that it can't find it, but in Windows Media Player, if it looks for something that isn't there, the entire program just shuts down randomly. So it's a little bit funky and not too fun. I am from Britain. Do you like the Fast and Furious movies, and have you seen them? I do like the Fast and Furious. I like the first one, and I know there's another 1x1 white piece here. I'm just not even going to bother looking for it. I just grabbed it from our collection. Yeah, I like the first one. Haven't watched a lot of them. My brother just watches all of them. He's just like, yeah, they're ridiculous and crazy, but like super entertaining. So he watches all of them. I do not. I saw the first two. I like Tokyo Drift. I liked the two that I watched. I just never got around to seeing the other ones. That's basically how it all went down. What the heck? I am looking. Should only be, oh, there it is. It was upturned, so I could not see it. Okay. Ah, the same sort of deal on this side now. What's your favorite Technic set? It is the Go-Kart. I think that's the name of it. It's that purple and orange one. Such a fun build. One of my favorite. It's easily my favorite Technic set, and one of my favorite sets in general. I just thought it was such a good build. I don't know why. It's like it doesn't really stick out like in a huge way, but for some reason that's just like hands down one of my favorite Technic sets of all time. Do you like Pokemon? I did when I was young. We had a lot of those. Dude, we have a lot of. I don't know where we have. Like, we put them into storage or something. Like, we still have those old Pokemon cards, but we have like all those old first edition holographics, man. My brothers and I, like, after a while, when we stopped caring about Pokemon, we sort of just pooled all the cards that we owned, like, collectively into like one giant binder. You know, those binders that hold everything in sort of the sleeves. We just pooled all of our cards together in the giant binder, and I'm like, not kidding. It's like we've got like first edition Charizard, first edition, all like Venusaur, Blastoise. We got, and like all the big ones like Zapdos, and we have those cards, tons of them, tons of first edition stuff, and it's just sitting in a binder. But I mean, since the fad died back when I was young, and sort of, I guess, came back or maybe never went away, no, I haven't been into it for a very long time. Have you built Monster Fighter sets? I had a friend that had a lot of them. I never personally built any of them, but I've like messed around with them. My friend had the Mansion. Really cool. Really, really cool set. And, but no, I have personally not built them. I had a couple of friends that were into Lego, but like not the same as me. Like I would always just want to like take whatever was built or like from a set and just destroy it. Just be like, all right, let's build it. Let's build something with it. And I had friends that just never wanted me to do that. And one of my friends had all the Rock Raider sets, like all of them. And they were just the complete sets. And he never wanted to take them apart. And then I had another friend that had the Monster Raider set, Monster Fighter sets, and same deal. When I was younger, it was like, I was just like, yeah, it's just whatever, let's just break it down. I don't care. Since we have the studio, I haven't been doing that as much. Favorite superhero? Batman. Hey Jack, how long has it taken to build? We're like an hour, probably an hour and a half into the build. The stream is a little longer, but of course the build doesn't start right when the stream timer starts. Interesting. So this front half actually just fits onto 2 studs here. So it's only held on by 2 studs. Personally, I feel like 3 could have been better, or 4, but 2 technically works. I mean, that map piece keeps falling out, which is not cool, but the roof stays on. So at the end of the day, that's sort of all that really matters. If the roof can stay on when you flip it upside down and shake it after 2 studs, this is actually kind of a heavy build, but it does stay. So kudos to the design. It works. All right, let's get the second half of the roof built. This is the biggest chunk, of course, for the entire set. It's this huge camper. Like, this thing is, I don't know how many studs long, but it's gonna be, I think, over 20 studs long. It's really big. I like how you actually reply to the comments. I try to reply to as many of the comments as I can. I know I miss a ton. I wish I was doing what you're doing right now. Do you mind if I fly out to San Diego? I mean, Mike and I keep talking about like trying to find time for like doing like a meetup thing. The best we can ever do for like meetup stuff is like if there's an event that we're going to, or one of us is going to, I always do try to say if I'm going to go to Bricks by the Bay or if I'm going to go to Star Wars Days or something. So if people wanted to meet us, like, totally, for sure. But yeah, someday we'll have like an actual meetup event. I feel like conventions are better anyways, because I don't know what we would do to host an actual meetup. Might just be more fun to just go to a convention and see a bunch of cool builds anyways. That's my sort of take on it. Please say hi to me. Hello, Ghost. What's your favorite? Oh, dang it. Put that in the wrong spot. Chat, you're distracting me. What's your favorite Lego theme of all time? I mean, I really like pirates. I really like pirates. There's some good classic space stuff that I'm into, like the whatchamacallit, the, sorry, I'm like, I can like barely see. It's so dark sometimes. But there's a couple of good themes out there from like space that are really good. But in terms of like growing up and just all the things that I really liked when I was a kid, I think classic pirates was my favorite. I think it was. This set would be my favorite creator set, excluding the expert sets, because the detail and use of this set is marvelous. It really, I'm still kind of blown away on how good this function works. Like, this thing is solid. Like, you're not going to accidentally break this thing into pieces when you're pulling it out, or break this handle out, because it is super solid. You're not going to break anything, and it's just boom. It's just like solid, and it's open, and it's great. I like it. Very nice. Is this completed? Yes. Yes, it is. Really? Is it? Does that feel a little bit weird? Doesn't it feel like that could go on further? Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Whoa! Are we like done? It's telling me to add the wheels. That's usually the last step in anything. Any vehicle build is always put the wheels on last. I'm almost at 200 subs. How do you feel about Harry Potter, the Lego theme? How do you feel about the Harry Potter, the Lego theme returning? Are they officially returning, or are they just having one giant castle set come back? Because I think there's a difference. I heard it was just the castle set, but if the theme itself is returning, that could be cool. We'll probably get a lot of revamps of classic sets like Hagrid's hut and, I don't know, Whomping Willow, and maybe that would be one set, but who knows? See that? The dang map. That is easily my least favorite part about this whole build, is that loose map piece. There's a briefcase that's also technically loose, but it fits in a little snug, so it's not kind of forgivable. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to just put it into, oh my gosh, dang it, now I closed the whole thing off, so you can't really get your fingers in this build too easily, which is a little too bad, but I put it down on a stud, so it's not sitting where it should, but now it's not rattling around. It's a little bit of give and take. Okay, yeah, so I'm not done with this. That's what I thought. I wouldn't be done with it just yet. We're gonna build the canopy, of course. Let's get those Technic cross pieces. Hey Jack, do you like the build so far? Yes, Jay Hunter, I do. I got a 900-piece classic set for $20 at Walmart. I keep, every now and then, somebody will post it up on like I usually see it on like Lego Reddit. That's usually how I see it. But it's amazing. Like, every now and then, Walmart will put something really cool on clearance for like, you know, a fifth of the price. And that's always awesome. But maybe, I don't know if it's a Black Friday deal for you, but that is really cool. Whoa, this is interesting. Where are these pieces coming from? Bye, BrickVault. See you later, Bradley. See ya on the flip side. All right. That's slang from several decades ago. Okay. We're going to add it this way. Okay, just keep adding them till we get 4 together. Interesting. Oh yeah, the last one. And there we go. There's that yellow cross piece. We are good. So this is going to be maybe the canopy that flows all the way across. Aha! I already know what these pieces are for. Assuming I can find them. There they are. This is going to be what the canopy wraps around. Goes through the little holes there. And we should be good. Just about. That's going to go there. This is going to go here. Guys, we are just burning through this now that it's kind of getting a little bit towards the end. Once this van is done, we're gravy. Everything's good. Yep. So, through the cross piece in there. And then one more gear piece. Where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? I'm looking for the gear piece, guys. It's like the last thing to finish the function. Oh! And it is just hiding. Oh, and this is what takes up the time. Dude, oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Hey, Arctic Jack, is Mike here today? He's coming in later today, Star Wars boy. Yeah, he's coming in later today. He sent me a message. So he'll be here just later. Okay, so this is good. And there it is. This is going to be sweet. So the little holes here are used. You can get it through that clip hole here. And this one gets through, if I can fit it. You guys can see. And this is going to be awesome. So when you twist the gear, that is what's going to... oh, oops, I'm supposed to... Before I do the function, I'm supposed to add a couple of little pieces, if I can find the proper connection points. There they are. Nice. So this is cool. This kind of keeps the sheet from coming out. Clip it here, clip it there. Now this thing is going nowhere. Can't fall out on accident. And if I am correct, then there we go. Yeah. So this is going to go through this little nub, and we're good. Look at that. There it is. Oh. But this is the cool thing. So you can twist it. And it kind of wraps itself up. This feels. I wonder if you can also twist it the other way too. Nah, you can, but no. I think it's better if you twist it the other way. Kind of leaves the cool stripy pattern open. Boom. That works super well. I like it kind of out. Yeah, I feel like that's a good little spot. All right. Hey, Jack, do you like the Lego Ninjago City set? Absolutely. That thing was amazing. It still is. It's in our city now. It doesn't fit, of course, like quite as well. I actually want to do a bit of a rearrange because we have this awesome Japanese restaurant that I think would look good next to it. And there's another modular build that we haven't built yet, but I want to, that I think will also fit really well next to the Lego Ninjago City modular build. So it'll kind of... I don't think it'll stick out quite as crazy as it does right now. But that being said, it still looks so cool in the city. I like it a lot. If they do another Harry Potter theme, hopefully they have the set with the Mountain Troll. That'd be cool. I know they did that originally. The Mountain Troll is like a super weird looking thing in Lego if you look at it now. But yeah, that was like a super old set. And just such a fun, iconic part of the movie. And the book. That was like the first thing. That was like the first, like, really, like, precarious thing that they had to go up against as like a group, or I think it was a group. I think they were all there when the Mountain Troll was there. That was cool. I remember that pretty vividly because that was like the first really sort of dangerous part of any of their adventures. So when they had to go up against that. Favorite minifigure you wish you owned? The gold Boba Fett, for sure. You guys hear about the Platinum R2-D2, which is like the same sort of promo deal where like they're making just 2 Platinum R2-D2s, and they're going to be worth like an insane amount of money. I entered into the, you know, it's probably like 1 million people are going to enter in for a chance to win that. But I was like, I can't not enter in to try to win it. That'd be too crazy to be doing all these Lego Star Wars collections on like YouTube and then and then actually winning the thing online. That would be too crazy. But I did enter just because. I'm going to make a video tomorrow. Alrighty. How many pieces? 792. So basically just shy of 800 pieces. And you have to open all of them up at the same time. So, any more live streams today? Nah. Now, Fridays are actually days when normally we like to do a very short live stream. Or if we skip a day, usually we like to skip Friday because Mike and I are always working on... Is it weird? Oh, interesting. Mike and I are always working on news. So I'm doing the news for tomorrow, and he does top 10 mocks for Sunday, and we like to finish those edits, of course, on Friday. So if we spend a really long amount of time building until, you know, like 5 in the afternoon, and all of a sudden we've got to do all the research and all the VO and the cutting and the editing for news or something like that the next day. So in general, we like to keep our streams on Fridays short. This is decently short. It's going to be a little over 2 hours. And I did a little bit of extra prep time. This is interesting. This is super weird. So this is up. What is this for? What is this for? That goes here. Oh my gosh, it's a picnic table. And these are the chairs. Oh, and you put them here. And then this kind of holds them in place. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys saw that. So I just built, that's the picnic table for sure. And then these are the chairs that fold out open. I'll fold them out at the end, but you put them on the roof. Nice. Do I know Jang Bricks? I mean, of course I know of Jang Bricks, and he puts out good content. But I mean, I don't know much other than that. Maybe what the average person does. I haven't talked to him or anything like that. Oh! Okay, rule note is this, the roof does stay on, but you can't pick this thing up by the roof. This set took 7 hours and 5 minutes? What are you talking about? When you built it? That's long. I'm not gonna lie. That is a long build time. Nothing wrong with building in a long time, but that is above average for sure. When an R2-D2 it's worth trillions of dollars. It's worth, what did they say? It was going to be worth like 2,500 pounds. And collectors, I guarantee you, it's going to be selling for more than that. Whoever gets that thing. Assuming the person who wins it actually wants to sell it. Like, for example, if we got it, if we won it randomly, we wouldn't be selling it. People would probably offer. Nope. That is going in the collection. Absolutely. And the cool thing is it looks like it moves too. I heard that the Boba Fett, the gold ones, and then they did like silver ones too. I heard that those didn't move. They were just like solid builds. Oh, this is the grill. Nice. Why does that? Oh, I see. So that goes this way. It's a yellow topped grill, which I think looks a little funny. There's this. There's this. This. There we go. This is easy. What? Jack, when Mike comes later, tell him I say hi. I absolutely shall. He might just pop up at the end of this stream. It's possible. The last time I was streaming... Oh my gosh, I put that on backwards. The last time I was streaming... There we go. Now it actually closes, and you can see the yellow top. So it's a yellow grill. This is here. I finished up my stream last time, and Mike appeared, like he literally opened the door, like the second I said bye on the live stream. I think that was like the beginning of this week. Can't remember what it was for. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Would you like to have a Lego Arena one that can transform from sport to concert setting? Yeah, that would be amazing. A stadium? Like, you mean a massive stadium? Yes. When we were building the city, my brother and I sort of went back and forth on what we should have in the back part of the city. And he really wanted the racetrack. And I was like, all right, let's do the racetrack. But I was arguing to get, for us to invest in building a giant baseball stadium. That would have been awesome. I would have been so stoked to have a baseball stadium. Boom. Skateboard, ladder, easy. So the camper van, by the way, is officially done. This is the whole van in its finished, minute form. And I'm going to move it just, well, you can, let me move it in a way where you guys can still see it, but it's not blocking access to any of my bricks that I'm going to still need to build with. So there, you can still see it, and it's not going to be getting in the way of the rest of the build. Not too much, I don't think. So yeah, so that's done. Now we're building, this is the trailer, and I think the trailer is going to hold on to a boat. Hi, hello. Do you say minifigures or minifigs? I switch around. I say whatever happens to come out at that exact moment. Minifigs, minifigures. I don't know. I don't know which one I say more often. I don't pay attention. Jack, I ordered Lego pieces off eBay and they will arrive on Wednesday, and I can build Bionicle mocks because that's what I ordered. Sweet. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of stinks, that Bionicle's got discontinued, because I guess they just didn't appeal to like a wide enough range, like a wide enough audience. But people that are into Bionicles are some of the most like dedicated and honestly like really skillful builders. Like, there's still so many Bionicle mock builds coming out that I see all the time, and I'm just like, how do they still make such amazing stuff out of Bionicle pieces even though it's been discontinued? Yeah, it is kind of a shame that they're still not doing it. To be honest, I wasn't really that into Bionicle. Never really was. But I feel like it's such a part of the Lego community that it's sort of a shame that it's not around. Because Bionicles are awesome. Jack, what do you want for Christmas? Somebody asked me that the last stream. I don't know. I don't really have any. It's nothing I can think of right now that I could just get for Christmas that I really want. I'm in a pretty good place. I'm not like a Buddhist or anything where it's like I have no earthly desires. Just, I don't know. Can't think of anything that I want for Christmas. Why are you building an older set? Because it's awesome, and it's actually on sale today. For mocks, do you use Lego Digital Designer when planning something? No. I know I should. My brother does that, and like I know a lot of really skillful builders are able to do that. I don't. And I should have added, yep, I should have added a 2x4. Here we go. Gray plate. That's supposed to be one plate higher. Okay, there we go. This is the trailer. I can kind of move this in the back. So that's what I built. And let's put the boat on it. So this is we're going to put a boat on this. So let's build a boat. Let's move that there. And let's get going. Is the music playing still? Sometimes it's so quiet. No, music is dead again. Okay, let me go to Task Manager, Windows Media Player, and Task. Let's try it. I'm going to see if I can just get the music back really quick. Why does it do this? All right. Sorry, guys. I know the music keeps cutting out. I feel like I feel like Mike just has like a way of doing something. Like he does something. He has a special setting that he clicks. There's like a button he clicks every time to make sure the Windows Media Player doesn't die out, because it doesn't mess up on his streams, but it's consistently messes up on my streams. I just open it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Boom. Start a Lego mock. Any tips in starting a Lego mock? I don't know. Usually when I start a Lego mock, it's because like I found a piece and I looked at a piece and I was like, that could be the part of this thing. Let's see if I can build around it. Like that's what I think when I start something. That was Pickle Rick. That was the portal gun. Obviously I wanted to build it, so I was like looking around and then I'd see a part and I was like, wait, that piece could be this thing. And then that's when the build starts for me, is when I look at a part where I'm like, that fits. That totally fits. Oh, interesting. This is kind of an interesting design for a little boat. I like that it's not made of any of those sort of bottom parts that you normally see. Like the larger parts. They're really popular, and like I kind of want them to bring those old pieces back, like from Ice Planet. The sort of giant cockpit pieces with those huge windshields, those huge orange windshields. Those are so much fun. They're perfect for like building a certain type of mech from Mech Warrior. So I was always trying to build that from like back in the day. Never got very good at it though, or never got very close to building a good version. But it was such a, like I always thought it was like the best part, and then I could just never find the right connections. Here we go. Serious question, orange or tangerine, which is better? I don't know. I suppose it depends on the quality of... I've had good tangerines, I've had good oranges, I've also had bad oranges and bad tangerines. The best of both worlds, I mean like the best version of each one, I don't know, I can't... The flavor is not that different. Maybe tangerine's better. Pretty similar, dude. Dang it, there it is. Uno. And where's Dos? Where's the second one? Where is it? Where could it have gone? That is the crux of this build. So many parts are just kind of like scattered about. Dude, are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna find that slope piece. Hopefully Mike didn't move around the slope pieces that I normally use. I'm gonna switch out. Let's switch to this camera. Boom. They're over here. No, they're not. No, Mike, what did you do with the slope pieces? Mike, no. Oh, no. No. Mike completely deconstructed where our trays are that hold on to certain parts. And now, I do not know where the slopes are. What the heck? Alright. Gotta find us. The slope's gotta be here. It might still be on the table and I just missed it. I mean, realistically, it should still. I just figured that I just didn't want to look around for it. That is aggravating. All right, can't seem to find the slope. I'm gonna switch it back, build around it for as long as I can. We have 1 million of these in the studio. Let's get back to this. What Lego set do you regret buying most? I don't know. I don't usually regret buying Lego sets. I usually know what I'm getting myself into when I buy it before. And if I end up not liking it, then it just gets parted down. I usually don't have too many regrets about it. If it's overpriced, those are usually the ones I regret. Like when it's like it's still a good set, but just like overpriced in a way where we're like, yeah, this is all right, but dang, like why is it so much? That does kind of suck. Dude, I can't believe I'm missing that slope piece. Ugh. Where could it have gone? Okay. Kind of a cool way to build the shape of a boat, though. This is a little bit unique, which is kind of nice. All right, so we're building out sort of the front bit here. Please shout out. Please shout out. No, we're not doing any shout out. My nose is blocked up yesterday. My throat's sore. Stayed out of school. But I watched Lego videos about Bionicle. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, wait, nope. Thought I was going to flip it over. Not quite. Oh, yeah. This is what makes the whole build pretty solid right there. It's getting these pieces connected. This slope piece connected. And these ones. And that is what makes this thing strong. Or at least decently strong. Oh, dang it. And I skipped. Oh, I totally did. I skipped a little bit here. It's that slope piece. I know it's just going to pop up somewhere. So annoying that it's not here right now. Jack, would you like a redesign of the Kadu? The Gungan creature? Oh, not really. I don't know. I didn't know what it was, and good thing you put that in parentheses because I wouldn't have known what it was. We have it. We have that little thing, that little guy with the harness and stuff. I thought it looked okay, actually. I think it would be cool to get a redesign of that tank, because that tank was cool. That was such a fun vehicle, the hover tank. I thought those were really awesome from episode 1. So that would be great if we could get our hands on something like that. There's another chair. Okay. So I guess we're just not gonna have the where's that pretty cool? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna be missing that little white slope piece. It's too bad. Where the heck could it have gone? At least it wasn't like an integral part of the build. It's just like this little part there. Hey everyone, what creator set do you want Lego to make? There's so many. There's so many options out there, but I don't know. They for the most part, like the new creator stuff that I saw from 2018 set official pictures, I'm pretty blown away with what they're doing. I don't know how many like really cool suggestions I could be giving them for the future. I'm like, all right, no, you guys like. I just want to see what's coming next. I don't have any creative suggestions off the top of my head. I'm like, this would be amazing. Okay, so there's this one. Moves through here, and then attaches this way. This is cool. Are these this is cool. It's kind of like a little back, little fin. This is a nice little speedboat build. Dang it. Oh dang! And that's why you want the slope piece, so the thing doesn't want to break off. It's annoying. All right. Hopefully I can find that slope somewhere. Jack, are you thinking of making a campground? Because I'm confused where it's going to be placed. The campground is... Oh, you mean in the city? No, I mean, this is... I know where this would be placed. It would be kind of by the racetrack or something. By the ocean. But, no, I'm not building a campground right now. This is basically a camper van, and it's got a couple of pieces that you can kind of use to sort of create the atmosphere of a campground, but there isn't like a full-on campground area per se. The Star Wars prequel film sucked and you know it. Oh, you just because I liked the tank from episode 1? Is that why you said that? I have no shame in liking whatever I like. Yeah, they're not as good, but I still like the tank and the general vehicles, like the dropship for the droids. That was cool. You kidding me? I'm just gonna like, oh, I see. It like literally fits in with studs. So it's got 2 open studs here. Oh yeah, that's actually not. It's not too bad. Come on, there. Oh yeah, okay. If it fits in with 2 studs, it actually stays in pretty good. You should make a Lego play button and give it to all the Lego YouTubers. I know a lot of Lego YouTubers have just made their own. What's his name? Zazi Nambies did his own million sub button, and it looks really good. That was actually a really cool build. And I know other Lego YouTubers have also made their own play buttons. But no, I don't know if I'd just make them and send them out. They should make Lego YouTube sets for BrickVault, Jang Bricks, Just Again, Brick Bros UK, and more. I don't know if you think our audience is as big as you might think. The amount of people that are really big Lego enthusiasts and the amount of people that like actively look up Lego stuff on YouTube, there's huge groups of people that love doing Lego that just don't bother even doing YouTube videos, I think. That's weird. This part here it's like a jointed piece in there, but there's no space for it to move. It's almost like they had an extra one. They just added it in randomly. Where are we at? Okay, here we go. So this is the bear, by the way. We're doing the brick-built bear, which I don't think Creator is going to be doing anymore. So this is a slightly older set, not by much. Did you like your Just Do Good broadcast? Yeah, dude. I listened to it. You didn't cut anything out. It wasn't like there was like weird stuff. It was the full thing, and yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff. How much did this cost? Well, this was actually sent to us by Lego for doing a review, but normally the set costs £55, $70, or €60. So and I mean for just under 800 pieces, it's still pretty decent. You know, only 2 minifigs, and neither of them are exclusive or have any exclusive parts, I don't think. So you're not getting the set for the minifigs, not at all, but you are getting probably one of the coolest camper van builds that Lego has ever made. So this is interesting. I actually built myself a little bear, a bigger bear, out of bricks also, for the Ferris wheel. That was fun. Let's see. Besides Comic-Con exclusives, I need the Beast, Hulk, Phasma, Finn Brickheads to complete my collection. Yeah, I was thinking about doing an every Brickheads collection video. Maybe next week, maybe. Just to kind of be up to date with like everything that's coming out for before 2018. Or maybe I should just wait until 2018 comes out and we get... actually, wait a second. No new Brickheads are coming. I think we got them all. Yeah, maybe I'll do the collection video. I forgot. This is such a crazy time of year because so many new things are coming out all the time. It's a little bit hard to stay on top of every little thing. They also made Lego Moose in the Lakeside Lodge set. They did. Yeah, we have that moose. We've got the moose in the Lakeside Lodge set. He's always on our train tracks in the city. This is the face, I bet. I think we're building up the face right now. Yep. This is the nose. And where are those weird little googly eye pieces, right? So we'll put on next. Almost. You have all the brickheads? Okay, let's get, these are the ones. I love your videos. Thank you. My only complaint about this set is the bear. I wish it was a module, a molded one. Those didn't exist back when this set was made. So the new molded bears that are coming out for 2018 are the first of their kind. So yeah, this is kind of like the last of the brick-built bear. I mean, who knows? They could still do a brick-built bear for other reasons. So I can't say definitively that it's the last one, but it probably is the last one though. And here are the legs. Bunch of little legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what other pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost there. Jack, do you know? Did you buy the new Thor Ragnarok? Yeah, we have the new Thor Ragnarok sets. This came out a while ago. Yeah, and I watched the movie with Mike. It was fine. It's fine. I don't know. Nothing too crazy. I know it got like really good reviews, but it was just like, it was too weird and silly. I was like, this felt a little bit strange to me. Let's see this. Sorry, the music cut out for the 3rd time. Couldn't tell you why or how. The Molded Bears came out in 2012? What are you talking about? Really? In what set? Oh man. I thought they were brand new. I thought they were doing like the cats were new and the bears were new. Favorite Lego set? Don't have one. UCS Star Wars sets are my favorite sets. Here we go. That's it. The bear's good. Are there any giveaways today? No, we do giveaways once every 2 weeks. So today or tomorrow is the announcement for giveaways. And then next week is the next giveaway. Alrighty. And let's see. So there's the bear. Actually kind of looks all right. Very posable head. You can spin it all the way around. And the legs are pretty good too. You can swim. I don't know. This is a swim position. Not bad. The paws are a little funny. I guess they wanted to change up the look of the paws. Might have looked better in dark tan. But yeah, for the most part, it's actually a fun little build. Let's build the trees, and we are good. Boom. Just 2 trees. Is this a ×2? No, I guess they're slightly different builds, so it's not a ×2 build. Yeah, they're different. So let's build them up. Uno. Okay, get a couple of little flowers. A yellow flower. And a pink flower. How do you choose the winner of your giveaways? It's through this company or a website called Gleam, gleam.io, and you just set up parameters. Like you literally just set up like all the different little requirements on a page, and then they put it on a timer. They end the giveaway when the timer runs out. They send you a little email, and all you do is like literally click a button, and it says this is the person, and it sends you a little info thing, and we email the person, hey, you mind if we say your first name? Like that's or your first name and like I think the state that you live in or whatever. I think that's our email is, and yeah, and then we mail it. It's really straightforward. It's very easy to use. All right. What set do you regret buying most? Yeah, I don't really regret buying any sets, honestly. There are sets that are, like if I'm buying a set that's like kind of overpriced or something, that sometimes I get a little bit like, oh, Lego overcharged or something for this. But that's pretty rare, and I almost always like kind of know when I'm going to be doing that. So I haven't regret. I don't know. Past tense of regret. I haven't regretted anything for a long time. For any like purchases, I usually know what I'm getting into. Here we go. So this is the second tree. Slightly different body build. It's a little bit bigger. It's got some longer slope pieces. It's pretty much on the same level though. I like this. I like this. It's really simple, just having the offset slope pieces, and then once again just having the larger offset slope pieces. It does look good. It's a really sort of easy, simple way to make a decent looking tree. Then you just top it off so it doesn't break apart. Plop it on, and was that okay? I know this was extra here. Nice. You just look around, make sure that I got all the pieces in the right places. Looking around, looking around, looking around. I think we're good. I had this extra. And this was something that I found extra of, and these were pieces that I also, or not that one, but parts that I grabbed also outside of the parts list. And I'm telling you, I did not find that slope piece, which is annoying. So technically, this little white piece on the inside is gone. I don't know where that went. All right, but we just finished. Boom. So let's show off everything that we built. All right. Bump, 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 bump. All right. Let's see. All right. So now we finished the build. Let's get everything in there. We've got our two minifigs. Just looks like a mother and a son, would be my guess. Mother and a son. Let's set up everything sort of as best we can. I'm curious, does she have a scared expression? Oh, she doesn't. It's just her smiling face. It would be nice if they had sort of a scared expression for when the bear comes and wants to eat their chicken wing or turkey leg or whatever. Turkey, let's say turkey leg because it is still the Black Friday. Boom. All right. So the fold-out chairs. These are so simple. These are two little fold-out chairs, nice and colorful. Fold right out, and then you can just pop the table off. So there you go. You got your little camping chair and your grill. So this is an open grill. Kind of falls back when you open it up all the way, but you can kind of just, hold on, you can't see that, but this is the grill. There's a little bit of the, the trans orange studs in there. And there's a fish for the bear. The bear doesn't have a mouth, but let's just say they caught a fish. And boom. So this is actually everything. This is kind of like a pretty well set up scene. Get the boat and everything as well. So not bad, right? This is a 3-in-1. This is the featured build. This is like the most that you can get out of this. Oh yeah, also, hold on. To really set the scene up, you can have the shade structure coming out. And then on the other side with the shade structure, you can also pull the bed out a little bit, which is a pretty common scene when you have these larger campers. But I'll show off that feature a little bit better later. Boom. Let's just go through the minifigs very quickly. I'm not going to really go through these guys too much because these are super common prints. Let me show. There's his camera. It's just like the Marty McFly kind of sweater vest. Looks like he's a sailor. In fact, he does have the sailor insignia. So we've seen these on other sort of sea city or sea creator minifigs in the past. He's got a longer piece on his camera to make it look like a telephoto lens, and she has, I guess, I don't think she's caught a turkey or a chicken on this trip. I think they probably brought that with them when they went camping. Let's get through some of the small stuff very quick. These are the two different trees. Same colors. This one's a little taller, obviously, just with slope pieces, but the build is the same. Nice. These are actually really fun little builds. I like the way they look. I already showed you guys sort of the folding out mechanism as well as the grill. They fit onto the roof. In fact, let me put them back onto the roof, and then I'll take the roof off and show you guys the whole thing. So these seats actually just rest there, and then this part, it's on a little joint that keeps it in place. So you know, you take the roof off and shake it, and they're not gonna fall anywhere. And the same thing goes here. There's just a single stud there, and that is where. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, which direction you put the table on, and it stays. So that's good. So the chairs and table are very easy. Actually, I'm going to put them back together. I'll show what this thing looks like sort of together as a whole. And then this also packs back up onto the roof. Super easy, convenient, no problemo. Now, let's take this off. And that's the trailer cab, nothing too crazy. This is the boat. Boat. I like the look of this boat a lot. I'm a fan that they, let me turn this down a little bit. Come on. Yes, okay, that's better. You can see the detail a little better. Come on, really? That is like, okay, yeah, let's bring that down there. Now it'll focus a little bit better. But I'm a fan that it's all brick built for the cab. So often now, Lego's just like, cool, let's just make one big mold and call it a day. And there isn't a lot of building to it. I think the shape looks good. Just as good as if this had been a larger mold. And you actually get to create the entire ship itself. Now, I'm missing a white slope piece. I'm not going to say it's the fault of Lego or anybody. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, basically, if you're missing a part. It's almost because you lost it. It might be underneath my keyboard or something. Nope, it's not. Okay, I was just checking. Anyways, still looks good, right? This looks really good. A little bit of an adjustable thing here. This thing, I guess, can be adjusted. Oh, man. And that's why it broke off, because it doesn't have the extra little slope here that gives it that stability. So this normally isn't flimsy, but you can, I guess, mess about with this. And it fits onto the cab very easily. It actually just has studs. So the studs, there's 2 studs, and it just literally fits on. So there's no like fancy little grooves where it's supposed to attach. It literally just studs in 2 places and breaks off without breaking any pieces off of here or breaking any pieces off the bottom. That's always a good little function. All right, now let's get to the main. I kind of burned through that because I wanted to spend more time on the more coolest part, the mostest coolest part. So this is what the cab will look like when you've parked and you've set up your spot, basically. So you've got a ladder on the back, which is nice. I like that it's, I mean, you would normally use this if you just wanted to climb on top of the roof anyways, which is kind of a convenient spot for it to be, but it's just clipped on. So this is, I mean, you could put this somewhere else if you wanted, or whatever. Like this is like kind of its sort of natural placement, I think, on the build, where it logistically like sort of works. But also it's just clipped, so you can technically just mess about. There's a skateboard in the back, same deal. You can just take it out in the clip. But you also notice when I'm pulling these on and off that this opens up. So yeah, there's a few different ways this thing opens. First, when it's driving, it's all closed off like this. I love that wheel function. So this thing kind of tilts up and forward. The wheel allows this thing to open out completely, and then fold it back in. Boom, boom, boom. And then this is where the bed. There's a bed in here. I'll show you guys in a second. So there's a few different ways it opens up. My favorite way is the front cockpit clips. There's a clip here, and that clip attaches on the inside, right in between the seats. And that clip that is like really built into the main base. So when it goes in, like, it stays, and you can really pull against this, and you're not going to accidentally break anything out on the inside. It's really solid. And of course, this is so you can get a driver inside and out of the driving spot super quick, super easy, no problems at all. And it looks good, doesn't it? Like these are actually upside down, sort of inverted windshield pieces. Let me pull that out one more time, and you can see the part that's holding it up. These are the undersides of the studs, the inverted sides. So these pieces are actually upside down all the way through. See? So you've got tiles on the top there. So that's I don't know. It's just a clever bit in order to get that sort of angle that's pretty iconic for a vehicle like this. Boom. So let's get it open. Both of these pieces, they're actually decently heavy. I mean, there's plates and bricks and there's some weight to them. Each one is just held on by two studs each. I'm going to actually turn that light back up a little bit. Let's get it up just a little. Okay. 2 studs each. So surprisingly, they stay on pretty well. Look at that thing. So even though they're decent heavy parts, you can like shake it. Like that roof is fine. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. So I like that because they're super easy to take off too. So there's pretty good balance sort of ratio. And then this is open. This can open up in the back, which allows a bit of accessibility. You of course can open the door, which is underneath here. I guess I can wrap that up. Might be a little bit easier. But there's a door there. And for argument's sake, I'll just take this part out. So this is pretty much as open. Swing. This is as open as the whole thing gets, which is pretty open. I mean, it's still a little narrow in here, obviously, but that is good. That is a lot of play area. That's pretty darn accessible. So showing off this side, I guess first. Let's see, I'm gonna actually stand up, see if I can't get a proper angle. So we've got a briefcase that's just held in by tension. That is a sandwich on top of a drawer. See, there's 2 lamps here, and the lamps work, if I turn this around, the lamps are supposed to be sort of opposite the bed. So you can see that that's a bed. Let me pull it out a little bit. You can kind of maybe get a slightly better angle. So the yellow and blue, that's the blanket, and then this is the pillow. So nice and easy. This part only comes out when you're parked. So you can actually get a little bit more room in the middle of the camper. Moving over, this is the kitchen. Pretty self-explanatory. We got ourselves a sink. This is a nice little build. Shows the stove, a couple of drying mugs at the top. And on the opposite end is what I showed you again already, which is briefcase and sandwich. And then this, I guess you could say it could be a computer screen, or it could be a TV that has no reception, no satellite reception. It really is up to you because it's closed off and there's a microwave. There's another sandwich in there. And another little lantern for camping and stuff. And then the other side is a nice little couch or cushion or just general seat. You could eat your sandwich there. And when it's all kind of closed off, you can see that you could sit there and then have your computer screen. You could even tilt your computer screen or TV screen a little bit closer. So you could sort of sit down, eat a sandwich, and have everything there. And yeah, so that's the big open spot. You can't see how it all comes together when it's open like this, but there we go. So not bad, right? This whole thing. Oh yeah, and there's the bathroom. This is the funniest part. The bathroom, doesn't have a door. So have fun doing your business literally in the hallway, and right next to the driver. Right? So you could be, there's the map. This is a map that's supposed to be loosely fitting back there. I have it attached to a stud because it'll constantly rattle around, but normally it's supposed to fit into that little sleeve. I just put it back onto the stud because it'll rattle too much. But yeah, so you could literally, be doing your business and then navigating, talking straight to the driver. I think that's like the funniest part of this whole build. This is funny. See that? Actually, when I pulled the windshield out, this clip piece, let me show you what happened. I accidentally pulled out this clip piece here. So this is supposed to be attached there. And that's how the clip is supposed to come back in. And so reassembly is super easy. Boom, you can just push this in. Then we have the 2 bits of the roof. Nothing to it. 1, 2, done, and we have ourselves probably one of the coolest sort of adventure vehicles, or I don't know if you can call it adventure. It's a really cool vehicle. I think the scale is good. It's 8 stud wide, which makes sense for the city's standard 6. Like if a sports car is going to be 6 stud wide, then a camper van's got to be wider, but it can't be like too crazy. So 8 stud wide, I think, is the way to go. So yeah, I just love this. Looks so cool when it comes out, and when this comes out, like, and this thing's really kind of like set up. I don't think this folding thing in the back, I don't think that's like normal for the way that, like, this isn't like a in-universe transformation. I'm not sure. I think that's just for play accessibility. But yeah, so there it is. I think this thing feels crazy complete. And I understand why this was such a fun and popular build. So we've got our trees. We've got our brick-built bear. I know I don't respond to the chats as much when I'm doing my review. It just kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit more distracting than anything else. Let me get that back in the shot. So there it is. Final thoughts. I think it's awesome. I think it was good. And this is really nice. Pleasant surprise with the boat. I really like that it's a brick-built cab. Looks good, too. I honestly think it looks better than some of the molded parts. And let's get that kind of there. You guys can see everything. Minifigs are nothing to write home about. Builds for the trees are good. The bear is nice in terms of its playability. It's really accessible. I think the feet could have been a different color, but yeah, looks good, right? Boom. So yeah, this is one of the better creator sets, I think, on the market, and technically on sale. Okay. Also comes with a fish. All right. So I'm gonna switch out to the other cam. Switch out to this cam. All right, so final conclusions. This is cool. The 3-in-1 also has a really cool function with the because you can take it apart and build this. This looks really good. I like the stove, the sort of the build that you have out under here. I like that they use those window pieces again upside down. This actually looks cooler than I think a lot of the other modular creator sort of building sets. I think this is actually one of the cooler building sets that comes out of a creator, and it makes a Jeep like you can legitimately tell that that's a Jeep and not just sort of a regular city car. So that's awesome. The boat still looks good. Brick built boat. I'm a fan of all these other ones. I can't build the other two on this stream. I do have to record the news for you guys, but this was a fun live stream. It went a little over 2 hours, went almost to 3 hours, but I was having fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out. This is the last live stream of this week. Of course, just this week. We live stream every weekday, or try to at least. And Monday should be Mike jumping back on for the AT-AT and AT-ACT builds. We kind of got a little bit sideswept and he got a little sick and everything, but everything's back to normal next week. So, cool. I hope you guys all have an awesome weekend. Thank you, Star Wars Boy. Yes, I intend to having a good weekend, and hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday season. And right, all right, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna get on to recording the news right now, and cool. All right, guys, this was a fun little stream. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.